Like the shirt? Huh? Hooters. Am I right? How good? Can you tell it's laundry day? Don't have many clean shirts, so have to wash. Although I was in Houston, I didn't buy this. I didn't actually go to Hooters. Everyone else did, but I was in bed dying. So I've actually never been there, but I assume it's a lovely establishment. You know, I love supporting women in business. You know, go me. I don't know what goes on there, but something to do with owls, I assume. I'm going to be looking at a group of people that I haven't looked at for quite a while. At least over 6 months, possibly more. I don't know. I can't remember what I did yesterday. So, you know, that's a issue on my part, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'll be looking at INCELS today. You know, I haven't looked at them for a while, and I wanted to see how they're doing. Like, what's been going on in their neck of the woods? What's happening? What are they looking at? What are they saying? All these things. I'm very interested. You know, they're an interesting group of people. I always find when a group of people hate another certain group of people and blame all their problems on that group of people, I find them interesting. Just because I don't get it myself, you know, I can see that most of the problems that are around in my life are basically all me. I can see it. Will I change? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. That's for the future to worry about. And I'm not there yet. I'm in the present right now. Right now I'm in the present. And I'm in the present right now. Right now I'm in the present. And I'm still in the present. I can't go into the future because I'm stuck in the present. Help. So yeah, I just wanted to, you know, check on them. Check in, you know. They're kind of like that weird family member that, you know, you don't really like that much. You don't see that often, but you kind of worry about them still because they are your family after all. So it's a little bit like that, you know. I hope that some of them can crawl themselves out of the hole. AI robot girlfriends are here. They can recognize you. That's a good start, I suppose. Provide companionship. Talk in multiple languages. Discuss a variety of topics. Wow. Almost like a real woman. That's crazy. Nature treats creation like sacrificial straw dogs. I don't know if that's a for or against. The future is here. Foids will be replaced for good. I forgot they talk like fucking Star Trek characters. The Foids, they'll be taken by me. They'll be replaced. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen somehow. You know, because I think for a majority of us, we like real humans and real human women. I'm not a fan of the robots. I'm sorry, you know, this may come back to bite me in 20 years when we're taken over by the robots, but I'm not a fan. Incel revolution is unstoppable. Total incel victory. All right, what do these beautiful woman robots look like? Stop staring at me, you freak. It's very uncanny. I don't like that. I mean, she's womanly shaped, I suppose, but I don't want her looking at me like that. If I woke up in the middle of the night and she was just like sitting up, I assume she can sit up, I don't know, and looking at me with those eyes, no, I'd have to put her down. If she doesn't put me down first, you know, it'll be a fight to the death, but I'm hoping I can win. Sick of it all. Again, I don't know if is that in favour? This one's under just sad, so I might start crying. I probably won't. I did that the other day when I saw that Zorg, the dog, died. I wept like a war widow, I'll admit it. I have no more tears to shed. My quota is filled up. Have imaginary girlfriend. Well, that's a good start. I mean, that does make me sad. Gives me tons of love and support. Well, that's nice. Always there for me. Understands me like nobody ever could. Can trust her like I could nobody else. Help me turn my life around. Okay. This is pleasant. This is pleasant so far. I'm glad an imaginary woman... There is a fly in here that's pissing me off. I want to grab it by its head. Probably can't. That'd be crazy if I could do that. If I could just go like that. Get out of here, you idiot. Prevents a metric ton of self-destructive behaviour. Never ages, gets fat or ugly. Okay, well, yeah, okay. Would blow me every morning if I let her. How would that... Is like a phantom blow? This is all somehow bad and unhealthy because she isn't real. It's not the worst. Beggars can't be choosers. It's better than most shit I see on here, so... Good luck to you. Just, you know, have fun. If I'm a cuck for being in a loving, respectful relationship... Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they all say. They go, hey, You know what a cuck is? You know what the meaning of that is? Yeah. Being in a loving relationship with someone whom you love dealing with, doing anything for. That's cuckery if ever I've heard of it. That's what I'm saying. If I'm a cuck for being in a loving, respectful relationship and having friends, holy fuck, why would I give it up? So you're a cuck if you're in a loving relationship and if you have friends. A lot of people at least got one of those things. There's a lot of cucks. I think we need to put the percentage of cucks up. It's only right to be misogynistic when women despise you and outcast you from society for shallow reasons. No, I don't think that's true. What, you got rejected once? Oh, have a cry. Everyone gets rejected at one time or another, alright? Oh, you're a pathetic incel. No, you're pathetic. Pathetic IT cuck. IT cuck? As in like technology? Is that a thing? Man, I'm way behind on the times. I need to up my lingo. No, it's never right to be misogynistic. Only sad, pathetic people embrace bigotry and prejudice. Lol, is that supposed to be an insult? Yes, cuck, it is an insult. Are you proud to be a cuck? Do you even know what a cuckold is? I don't think he does. If he thinks it's being in a relationship and having friends, that's not what that is. That's just being normal. Having friends, that's literally a fucking pillar of human existence. Pretty much everyone has at least one friend, alright? I don't buy into everyone goes, I have no one who I can trust. I have no friend. You know those people who put up a post like once a week and go, man, all these snakes. You know, I don't have friends. Well, maybe either find better friends or you're lying. One of the two. Like, it's serious. Come on. You know, after a while, it's your fault. Yes, I do. Do you, though? Because you're the one whining about being untouchable. Nobody ever wants to lay a finger on me. I say that from time to time. It's pretty funny, but no one wants to touch me. I'm untouchable. IT motherfuckers talk and act like a cuck, so it's right to assume they are. Again, is he talking about information technology, or is this another slang that I have to learn unwillingly? I've got a partner who loves me. Last I checked, being in a loving relationship isn't what cuckoldry is. Does she have male friends? Who cares if she has male friends? The only people who care about that are the people who are insecure. It's not a big deal. It's still signs of being a cuckold if you have no jealousy for your girl. I see the basic definition of cuckoldry is like Sneeko sitting in a corner chair in the hotel room watching his girl get rooted. That's my definition of it. How many fucking slides are these? I don't know. I don't know if I want to continue reading this because it's so long, but you know, I'll give it one more shot. Last time I checked, every one of my cousins don't let their wife or girlfriend have male friends, yet they still have a girlfriend or wife that loves them. Okay? What's your point? That's their life. This is his. What's your point? Is that so hard to grasp? I wouldn't think so, but maybe it is. I don't know. That's enough of that. There's like 5 more slides. I don't want to read the rest of it. I'm bored. Where's this fly? I'm gonna karate chop it back to fucking hell where it belongs. Where is it? I don't think I got it. Hurt my shoulders, but fuck. I don't know my own strength. Guess weakness. There it is. Get out of here, fly. I'm trying to speak. Let me speak. The biggest incel debate, JBW or JBB. I don't know what those acronyms mean, but let's do it anyway. White whores would fuck anything rather than a white or Asian man. What the fuck's a grey cell? I don't like the sound of that. No, seriously, I thought this way because of my porn addiction. But no. Well, you know what, at least you can admit you got a porn addiction. That's, you know, good on you. First step's admitting, that's what they say. But no, white horse would fuck anything rather than a white man or Asian man. Let it be a nice gentleman, another whore, or a fucking animal. Turns out to be a BBC worshipping slut. So, such visceral language. I just daydream about brutally torturing them and cutting their BBCs with blood, spinning all over the room, and brutally beating this whore to death. You need to be locked up. What's wrong with you, cunt? What the fuck? This cunt's got fucking CTE or something. He's got something drastically wrong with him. Where does his rage come from? Where does it come from? What happened in your childhood? It just fuels me with rage that I can't have anyone to love me, appreciate me, or just because of PP length. Yes, because everyone you meet in real life is instantly like, he's got a small penis. Now, I don't know if they're actually guessing that, and you do have a small penis, but if they are, maybe you should act different. Like they say, oh, you know, women are these people who only care about, you know, wealth and looks and shit. But these guys, they seem to be fucking obsessed with the size of their penis and the way they look and the money they have. They they're more obsessed than anyone I've ever come across in my life. Small things they could do in their lives just to, you know, be better. But no, they just choose to blame everybody else but themselves. And that's why I find them so just pathetic, really. I find people who blame everyone but themselves for their problems to be pathetic little miscreants. I mean, I think that's fair to say, you know. Yeah, there could be some, you know, outer things that happen in your life that may contribute, but not everything that happens is just because of outside influences. A lot of the time you look at it and you go, wow, I could really fix that problem that I have, and that problem that I have is because of me. You know, maybe look inward every once in a while. Look in the mirror. In the soul's mirror, not the looks mirror, the soul's mirror. Do that. All whores just want is money and sex. They don't care about love. They don't want sex. What? So they care... Wait, hang on. All they want is money and sex. They don't care about love. And they don't want sex. Do they want it or don't they want it? Which one is it? Pick a fucking lane. What is it? Okay, you're the one telling the fucking story here. Get it straight. I literally dream about a society where there is no females. Man, if you're gay, it's fine. It's okay. It's, you know, it's 2025. It's fine. If you are gay, that's great. I'm sure there's plenty of people who go, I wish it was just raining men right now. Good song, by the way. I mean, you know, it's a good song, and I won't be ashamed. It's a good song. It's raining men. Hallelujah. Literally everything is made by men. Women are weaker and also dumber than men. They're objectively the inferior gender. Females don't get enough hate. Kill all women. And the icing on the cake. That's you, stupid baby. Shut up, stupid baby. Why'd I start off trying to mimic a baby crying? Well, because I'm looking once again at incels, and I feel like that encapsulates their whole psyche. Big baby. I'm not going to sit here and do a big intro about incels and what they do and what they are and yap away, okay, like I usually do. It's strictly business today. I'm down to business, okay? I'm not gonna waste your time with silly little anecdotes. I'm just gonna look and go, what's the deal with that guy? And continue. Well, I'll try. It probably won't happen, but we'll give it a go. Shouldn't matter if your boyfriend gives you head or not. A man's primary role is to financially provide and protect you from danger. Everything else is second. Well, I'm fucked, because I'm broke and weak. This is not a good start for me. Oh, God. I really need to get my money up, huh? However, it's the woman's role, probably one of their main roles, to sexually satisfy her man. That is interesting. What happens if I'm not financially providing for her and or providing protection for her? What happens then? Does she still have to fulfill her side of the coin, her role, or is it just null and void at that point? We just both stare at each other like this. Let me know. If he's doing his duty by providing and protecting you, then you really shouldn't be complaining about something so small as him not giving head. Yeah, women. Yeah, stop whinging. All I'm hearing is yap, yap, yap. Head? No! You're supposed to be satisfying me. Okay? Although, again, I'm not sure where it falls into place when I'm not financially providing and or protecting. Again, I'm broken weak. What happens then? I feel like it comes to pass at that point. There's a bit of a roadblock. How do I get through the roadblock without getting my money up? I mean, a lot of people really agree with this guy. -1 upvotes? Wow, that's a mandate, I would say. Why dating is hard for guys. Okay, so there's the women lined up and the men lined up, and they're all pointing towards one man. Okay, but let's before we look at what they're looking at with the one man, let's look at the other guys and see why they're not getting any dates. Temach fan. Is this another riddle that I have to solve? Because I hate solving riddles. I hate the goblins. Incel and Tate fan. Well, that's just on you, isn't it? that's more of a you problem than anyone else, but sure. Incel, Tate fan, okay, separate. So I imagine they're higher on the list. Misogynist. Well, again, that's kind of on you, I think. If you just didn't do that, maybe you'd have a better go. I don't know. Listen, I'm no expert, but I'm just going to say, if you're not that, maybe you might have a shot. So, in this little diorama, who do all the women want? Let's find out. A man who takes a shower every day? Bar's really on the floor, huh? Exercises himself and focuses on self-improvement. Yeah, I don't know if that's just a man. I think that's just human beings in general. I would hope that most human beings at least take showers every day.
and try to focus on self-improvement. Exercise, I think that's good to do. You don't have to do it all the time, but I think that's a sound thing for body and mind. They sound like very simple things. I feel like maybe you're just very lazy. I don't know. I don't want to call you a lazy cunt, but I think you are. At least shower every day, please, for the love of God, alright? Don't stink up the place. Don't stink up the place, and don't say, oh, well, actually, this study said it's performative. Those studies are lies. I just want to take a quick detour about studies that say you shouldn't shower every day and it's performative. Shut up, okay? There's already enough stink going on with people who don't want to shower. Don't encourage them. Don't encourage these people. Just lie, okay? Just say, yes, you should take a shower every day. Performative. Alright, you stinky scientist, shut up. Get on there, you dog. What? TikTok women deserve to be body shamed. Despite what he's said there, that's par for the course. Why has he put a little asterisk in the word shamed? It's not like a rude word or anything. It's not like a bad word. Are we losing sight of what good and bad words are because of being censored on TikTok? Is that what's going on? Because if so, I hate it. And I don't mean like, oh, I'm being censored for my beliefs. I mean just like in general, just like swear words. People going unalive and stuff. That's another video for another day. I don't even want to talk about that. I'm going to rile myself up. You don't seem to understand how things work down here, Alexi. It's not the fault of the Jews, like the neo-Nazis say. Or the fault of the 1% like you say. It's not the worst start in the world, but I fear it will be worse. So let's continue. It's the void. I thought it said the void, but it said the void, which is like, you know, R2D2 speak for women, which, you know, is very dorky. I mean, what a nerd. And it always was the women's. The women's? They have no heart. They just want to make us suffer. All they do is lying. Listen, if you're gonna go on a whole spiel and speech about how women be shopping, at least English, grammar, proper, please. They lie about everything. Recips? Spoiler, it's just a fantasy. Loneliness, which doesn't even exist. The feeling of loneliness does not exist. That's a new one, I've got to admit. Usually they're complaining about loneliness, but now it doesn't exist. These people have got to get in a room and just pump out and just like fortify their beliefs, because they're all over the place. I can't pin them down. I can't pin them down. They got to, all the factions have got to come together and just figure it out, so we can kind of go, okay, that's what they believe, because it's all over the place. Loneliness isn't real now, I don't know. And all that stuff to make themselves look like the victims of the sus team. But us, mans, are the real victims. It's true, we are. I'm sick of saying we're not. I'm a victim. Of what, you say? Wouldn't you like to know? Pervert. A lot of us will die without getting yo fuck at least one time because we are too ugly or not chads. I mean, I've seen some ugly freaks in my time get women. I don't think you look that terrible where you can't get a woman to like you at least. I mean, there's 8 billion people in the world. Half of them are women. The choice is yours. I don't know. And we one of us take actions. Everyone calls him a rapist or a monster. That's funny. I'm assuming the action you're referring to is rape. So, I mean, if the shoe fits. Well, he just needed to fuck. For the sake of his mental state. Government mandated sex. The government said, you need sex for your mental... I'm starting to turn into Borat. you need sex. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm losing my mind. But things will never get better because there are peoples like you. You don't know shit about the real world. Your description of the real world just pales in comparison to what it actually is, which is alarming, but not uncommon. You live in a feminine echo chamber as you grew up with a mother and therefore as a way to cope support women's. Wait, are you blaming this person for growing up with a mother? Is that another thing now? If you grow up with a mother, somehow you're some femoid freak? I don't know. Again, they need to get into a room and just hash it out and figure out what the fuck it's about, because they're starting to lose focus here. How pathetic. All women deserve is to get raped and killed afterwards because they are all stupid waste of oxygen psycho. Pot meat kettle psycho? That's you, pal. And whoever stand in our way will get the same treatment. You will get the same treatment, you and all of your comrades. I mean, this is what I've talked about before. Just this big victim complex, you know, that's you, victim baby. I mean, I shouldn't even be putting that on babies, because babies, you know, they're pure. They've done nothing wrong. But you, on the other hand, disgust to humanity, that is, this whole little spiel. I'd say good luck to you, but I don't really care about you, so. World War III draft begins. Feminists, back in the kitchen. Where they belong, am I right? Cutting, grading, cooking. Women, they be cooking stuff. My prediction is that our glorious modern women would band together and run around the streets being troublemakers. Well, they just go around kicking garbage cans over, spray painting walls, going tee-hee-hee-hee. Just enjoying life, while men would be falling sick due to the stress and anxiety of the war. So we wouldn't actually be going to war, we'd just be sick to death of stress from even thinking about the war. We'd just be like, oh my god, I can't handle it. But the women, on the other hand, they'd be running around the streets, they'd be throwing rocks in windows and picking flowers illegally and trying on shoes and stuff. It would be chaos. Women be causing havoc. That's what I'm always saying. r/short guys. Now, as a shortish guy myself, I feel like that I should look at this subreddit one day, maybe soon, and just see what's going on, because my short brothers, I think they're struggling. They need help. This percentage is only going to rise. Many men are seeing how the world actually works, so why would they approach and humiliate themselves at the cost of their mental health? Once this percentage hits the breaking point, revolution will come. Civil war. Now, I'm a short guy, so I can make this joke, but imagine a whole battalion of 5'2" guys running at you. I mean, I think they would win because you wouldn't be able to stop laughing. To be honest, it's not even how unfair dating is. It's the arseholes who make fun of men struggling, which is going to be the super final catalyst. Oh, this guy's 5'9" in the morning and 5'8" at night. Yeah, I'd say that's about me, roughly. Some would say I'm 5'7", and they're liars, don't listen to them, they're wrong, and they'll pay for their sins. We probably already hit 50% nowadays. Most of men vent on video games all day and smoke weed, no matter their height, but the ones tall are either really chopped or just not confident enough to. I have court next Tuesday for sexually assaulting a foid back in 2024. I don't want to get into details too much, but just know I'm active out here, allegedly. If I were on the jury, I'd happily jury nullification and say not guilty. Sure you would, Dark Enigma. What a nerd. Based. I advocate for incels to get drunk in public and sexually assault foids. Just watch out for Fed, White Knight Sims and cameras in GTA. Take what's rightfully yours, Chad. I thought you weren't Chads. I thought incels weren't Chads and that's why they couldn't get women. What the fuck is the ideology here? Are you Chads, not Chads? Incel? How can he be a Chad if he's an incel? I thought that was the whole thing. People are like, Chads, they get all the women. It's so confusing. You all have brain rot. Take what's rightfully yours, Chad. Can rape women at parties and she will never get him thrown in jail. We should have the same human rights as any other man regardless of looks. Well, you do. There's no looks-based human rights charter where it's like, if you're below a 5, then you're just going to get put in jail, even if it's not true. That's not how the law works, but, you know, in your little world, I suppose that's how it works. I don't know, I'd say get help, but I couldn't care less. If you don't make attractive women sexually uncomfortable, then you're either gay or a straight-up cucked bitch. Fuck the police. In other news, I hope everyone on that thread dies. Can't believe his name's Demonic Introvert. Hey guys, Demonic Introvert here. What a loser. It sounds like something you'd make your Xbox Live gamer tag when you're like 12. Come on, grow up.
I dream of a day that one day incel means some disease like involuntary celebrating. You know, something good happens and you don't want to celebrate, but you have to because you have the disease, involuntary celebration. Disease. What's this got to do with anything? Well, we're talking about incels, so that's about as far as that goes. It's been a couple months, so I thought I'd check in on them again, see what's going on. You know, the bi-monthly doctor visit, as it were. 13-year-old incel claims denying women their rights will fix society. Well, seems like they're doing well. This is why I have a love-hate relationship with the internet, because I could be going on there, checking things out that I like, and then boom, I have to listen to a 13-year-old with an opinion. 13-year-olds shouldn't have opinions, okay? The only opinions that 13-year-olds should have should consist of what character should be in Fortnite next. That's all I want to hear, okay? If a 13-year-old has an opinion, that should be it. This is how we achieve world peace. Homelander. I don't think, you know, and I haven't seen much of the show, but I'm pretty sure Homelander's not a great guy. I don't think I would let him be in charge of what world peace would look like. Implement a speaking curfew for foids. Speaking curfew? Finally, someone speaking sense. You know, oh, I have thoughts and feelings about things. Shh. It's the curfew. You're not allowed to speak now, okay? It's been scientifically proven that women don't think before they speak. Where is such study? And why are you looking up studies? You're 13. This is due to an excess of estrogen. Women talk emotionally. They don't use their brain. From 7 PM to 8 AM, women shouldn't be allowed to talk. 2. Ban all incel hating communities. Where would I get my content from then? I have to busk on the street like a regular has-been? No thanks. Incel hating communities such as r/incel tiers. Oh, that's the one I'm on right now. That's a reference. Give the public a platform to safely organise hatred against incels. This is very dangerous and threatening to us because it will prevent us from identifying as incels in public. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to identify as an incel in public. Or just anywhere, private, to yourself in the mirror, anywhere. I don't think you'd want to do that, but, you know, fair enough. And it'll prevent us from being misogynist. And that's a bad thing? I'm confused. We need to get rid of these communities immediately if we want to achieve a new secretive incel world order. Don't you want to be able to identify yourself out in public? What would you want to be secretive for? You can't be secretive and also want to identify in public at the same time. It's got to be one or the other. This is why you don't let 13-year-olds speak in general, because they don't think things through. I was 13 once. I was an idiot. And for the most part, still am. All foids must have a male present with them in public. I hate the term foids because it sounds like a Star Wars thing. Okay, nerd? Just say women or females. The foids must have a male in public. Alright. Foids shouldn't be allowed to roam freely in public. They should either have their husband or their father walk with them in public. Yeah, because I'm sure once, you know, a woman is fully grown, their father is really like, you know, chomping at the bit to have to walk around with them everywhere every time they want to go somewhere. I think that'll go down well. That law will be enforced. To make sure they don't act out. You're telling me, women, they always be walking around places, acting vile, jumping on garden beds, climbing up flagpoles, defacing public property. They always be doing that. It'll be very dangerous for them if they go outside alone because women are weak and can't defend themselves. Yet the only reason it's dangerous for them to go outside alone is because of people like you. Although you are 13, so I mean, can't imagine your weak little body would be able to take anyone down. But, you know, people that are a bit bigger than you that think your way, I suppose. Ban all women from showing cleavage. No! Okay, you know, the first 3 I could have a lively debate about, but banning cleavage? Are you kidding? What's the point of even living? Showing cleavage is another trick whores use to hypnotise men. I mean, listen. I mean, even if it was such a case that we're being hypnotised by cleavage, would it not be kind of on us, you know? Our male ape brains just go, boob, cleavage, tit, fun bag. Women should have to wear large baggy clothing in public so that they can't use their whore magic on anyone. The witch sluts. Whore magic. You know, the one thing I will give incels is every once in a while they say something so ridiculous it is hilarious. What is this whore magic and where can I find it? This will prevent women from having the upper hand and it will make society more fair. Of course, yeah, it makes total sense. If you want me to make more of these, let me know in the replies. Introducing myself to those who don't know me. I'm from Balangaroo, India. Almost 14 years old. Oh, nearly a big boy now, eh? Proud misogynist. Involuntary celibate. Involuntary celebrate. It'll catch on. The black-pilled one, Indian supremacist. That is the first time I've ever heard someone call themselves an Indian supremacist. I didn't even know they existed. How about we holocaust all foids by using the rotting fish smell gas coming from their vaginas? Good idea, but we would probably need to wear a hazmat suit because the smell may be too strong for our noses to handle. Vaginas are so gross. Now, not that it would be a problem at all, but have you ever had the thought that maybe you are gay? I'm just saying. It could be a possibility. Have you thought the hatred that comes from within you is just because you're repressing your own sexuality? Again, not that it's a problem. If you are, that's whatever. Who cares, right? You know? But I'm just saying, have you ever thought about it? India has the highest rates of inceldom. We will create an incel revolution. Okay. Foids should be treated like slaves. They must keep their mouths shut. They must obey or else they will get beaten until their blood sheds from their worthless skin. They will use their useless holes to satisfy us. Can't be that useless if they're satisfying, that's all I'm saying. That should be the part I'm least reading into, but I feel that it's appropriate for me to go, they can't be that useless. If you're getting satisfied by them, they must be, performing some type of use, right? If any foids tries to escape, then they will be skinned and burned to death. It's like, oh, I got rejected once. Now I'm going to murder. Any anti-incel groups such as r/incel that attempt to interfere will be executed on sight. They talk this big game about how they're going to kill all these people and everything, yet I have a feeling, and listen, I'm not a big guy myself, I'm fairly skinny, but they're all skinny little runts, I'd imagine. Like, if you're on a Reddit or a forum or something for this long during the day, every day, surely you can't be getting outside that much. You can't be moving around that much. I doubt these guys would barely have the strength to open a jar of peanut butter. I mean, let's be real. Yep, though instead of this, the cucked world gave them rights and special treatment. Brother, your name's Grod. I don't think them having rights is the issue, that you're not getting laid. I think it's that your name's Grod. Or it's like G-Rod. I can't believe we gave Foyds rights. One of the biggest mistakes in history. The problem is when you frame Foyd control as slavery. It's not the same. When you subjugate a man, it's immoral because he has drive and ambition that you are stripping away. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah. No, yeah, it's true. Yeah, we have drive and, this ambition that cannot be tempered. As seen with you guys, you have drive and ambition to be absolute fucking losers. So I guess, that point rings clear. Controlling Foyds is not about getting them to work for you. It's simply controlling their society destabilizing ability to get men to thirst over them. Society did not destabilize when slavery was abolished. Such an eclectic group of minds. It's like, you know what, slavery was bad, but we should enslave women instead because they're not the same. It's like on one hand it's like, yeah, good, okay, yeah, slavery, bad, well done. And then on the other hand it's like, we should kill women and enslave them. How do you get this far over here and then this far over here? Makes no sense. Usually most people, when they have an ideology or a thought, usually they're like, yeah, they might be a little bit here and a little bit there, but usually they're pretty close. They're in touching distance. But this is just further. The width is further apart than you could ever imagine. Most guys would abandon the black pill for an ounce of female attention. That's just the reality. Don't you want to not be an involuntary celibate anymore? Or whatever that entails? Isn't that like the whole thing? Like, I just want a woman to look at me. Just look in my direction, please. Just an ounce of pussy. Isn't that the whole thing? That you're so obsessed with this one thing that you have this like hatred towards it, and then once you get it, you're like, oh, what the fuck was I even thinking? Isn't that the thing? Or am I getting it mixed up? I don't get it. It's so confusing because like it wouldn't be less fucked up, but it would be less infuriating if they were all on the same page. But none of them are on the same page. Like it's like, oh, we hate women, but we hate them because they don't give us attention. Or if they gave us attention, we wouldn't hate them. But then some are like, they just hate women because they hate women in general. I don't, like, it's all muddled, okay? If you're gonna have an ideology, at least have it all in a nice little fucking ball, instead of all the way here. Then it helps us normal people understand why you're so freakish. Well, I had fun. Yeah, another 2 months hiatus from this subreddit now. I usually need about 2 months off after reading through the bile that's on here. But anyway, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.
Shifty Drongo. I love Shifty Drongo.